Wow, that is really good to know too, because I'm not a techie, so that is good information to have. And I just want to let everyone know with my mom, we changed her cell phone, we changed her home phone, we changed her bank account. It was a whole big mess, which meant we had to redirect like her social security direct deposit and all of that stuff. And I just want to say one more thing on
May
this
I
too.
ask, how much did you spend, do you think, on doing all those changes? If you had to equate your time and labor, and then obviously the hard costs, right, of doing all that, how much do you think it
Yes.
cost you to recover
Well,
from
and I
that
have to
event?
be, my brother probably spent, I don't know, countless hours just trying to figure out, working with the bank. Now, let me just back up and just say it was three different branches. My mother was almost in a trance, really. The first branch did try to stop her, then she went to another one, and then a third one. And so my brother initially went through, I think, the loss prevention at the bank. I'm not going to say what bank it was, but it's a national bank. And they were like, well, we're sorry, the one person tried to stop her and she kept going, but they did say, well, she lives in Pennsylvania. Why don't you pursue this through, I forget the name of the department, but it's a department that helps victims of crimes like this. But that, I mean, I would say hours and hours of his time. I mean, I'd have to ask him, but several
And
hours,
then hard
probably.
dollars. How about hard dollars? How much cash did it cost you to recover from that event?
Well, I mean, she lost like $6,000 right away, and probably even more than that by the time all was said and done. And just even and time is valuable too. I mean, even the time it took to like redirect Social Security and all of her direct deposits, because she gets a pension from my dad, into like these new bank accounts, set up the new bank accounts. And I also want to speak to not just the money and the time, but just the emotional toll that it took on my mother for the
Sure.
longest time. I mean, she was beating herself up. I can't believe I did this. I'm so smart. I should have known better. I said, Mom, these people are sophisticated. They know how to manipulate. And actually, I spent lots of years in digital marketing. So I understand the whole fear of missing out, that whole fear factor. I mean, marketing is manipulation, I'll be very honest. Even when it's for a good thing and you're trying to sell like a legitimate product or service, you're still manipulating people. And so I
Sure.
see the parallels here. So I think in terms of the emotional cost, it was probably a good 6 to 8 months before she really put it behind her. And just
Yeah.
was beating herself up. And that's the thing that really bothered me the most. I mean, yeah, there was the cost of time and money, trying to get back her money, maybe the money, really, when you add up the dollars, just trying to get this whole thing resolved. But I think for me, the thing that bothered me most is that somebody would pick on a vulnerable person like a senior citizen and think that that's okay and not have any problems with it. And now knowing that these people are out there doing it again, they've probably ripped off, I don't know how many people, hundreds of people, because this was almost a year ago that this
Yeah.
happened.
So
So,
it happens a lot. And the point of the money is for as little as 20 bucks a month, she could have protected herself.
yes,
And that
that's
would have
awesome.
never happened to her for 20 bucks a month. So a lot of people say it all the time. Hey, I'm a small business, or I'm a solo practitioner, or I'm a home user. Why would they want me? You're exactly who I'm looking for, because it's easy and you don't think you need anything. So I know you don't have any tools in place to stop me, right? Nothing is infallible, but you make it as hard as you can. And security, the best security is layered security. That's what zero trust is all about, right? It's just different layers of technology, process, and people that prevent these kind of things. And if you do that, you'll be relatively safe on the internet. Plus, the best protection is you. And that's why I wrote the book, right? We call it, the butt in the seat, right? That's your biggest threat, because you're the one behind the keyboard clicking and opening and doing things. So if you're well educated, and studies have shown this, well educated employees, your risk as a business goes down. The more you educate, the more you test, the more you sample, the better they get at recognizing different threats, right? In your mother's case, she didn't have any of that. So she never experienced anything like that. So that's why it was so successful and so easy.